way we can get this show on the road. So, all right. So, welcome back to another episode of FAB Talk. I have the lovely Kristin Bellamy-Lloyd here, Modify, and we're gonna get started. So, she's gonna tell the people who you are and how long you've known me, and I'm gonna start on the eyebrows.
All right. Well, as you heard, I am Kristin Bellamy-Lloyd, and I have known Chloe Leanne Jones.
Not the whole, it's like the government and things.
That's how long I've known her.
Clearly.
How about that? That's the age. That's where we live.
Yeah.
We are today years old.
Yeah, basically today years old, yes. So, you've known me a good portion of my life and your life.
Mine.
And so, what do you do professionally?
So, I am the Assistant Director of Student Support Services for special population students at a charter school network in Washington, D.C.
That sounds real fancy.
Yeah, but
that sounds real fancy. I don't even know.
It's just long. It's not fancy.
Okay.
You know.
And what do you do passionately? What are some of your passions?
My passions actually revolve around education, but it lives in the space of just supporting people in being their best selves when they present. So I created Modify as an editing company to support people in, not losing business because of small errors. And, just like thinking through, I had a lot of friends and a lot of my sister's friends asking me to edit their papers because they're like, oh, you're a teacher, edit. And I was like, I'm a math teacher, okay?
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to finish your brows.
Okay.
Girl,
I love that!
Okay, so we got brows done. So let's talk about some makeup. So tell me your makeup relationship story. Like, when did you start wearing makeup?
So I started wearing makeup because of pageantry. And that started at age 10, I guess. My mom hated it, but I wanted to do it. So here we are. Well, I guess you could say also, like, when I was a little munchkin, dance, but she didn't like makeup, so she only put the lipstick on me.
Okay.
That was it.
So you started wearing it when you were a little bitty girl.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what do you like about makeup?
I like that makeup allows you to kind of transform. Like, you can either be who you want to be neutrally and naturally, or you can be who you want to be with, like, glam, bam, thank you, ma'am. I love the many facets of makeup because it's totally not about anybody else and all about, like, what you want for you.
That makes a lot of sense. So, on the Converse, what's the opposite?
Converse.
There you go. On the Converse, what do you dislike about, what is your least favorite thing about makeup? Let me say it that way.
how long it takes to put on. Like, why can't it just work the first time right away? I don't want to lay or nothing. I don't want to like blend. Like, just go where you go. Like, ugh. That's what I don't like. Because I got to figure out, oh, wait, that didn't blend right. Ooh, I got a little piece leaving on the side. Like, just go.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of blend right and all that good stuff. So, do you have a makeup horror story or like a time where maybe your makeup was done and it wasn't quite the way it needed to be? And feel free to leave out names and or identifying characters.
So it won't matter because it happened in China.
Okay. I mean, I might be international. You know, somebody might watch this in China.
But it wasn't like a makeup artist.
Oh,
It was, so in China they do this thing. Well, the women go and do photo shoots. And the reason they do it, or as they shared with me, is to preserve their youth. So while I was living there, I was like, I'm trying to preserve my youth too. Like, let's see what this is about. I'm down. So every year I did a photo shoot. And the last one I did just before I left was in Nanjing, China. And I took some of the ladies at my job, I gave it to them as an incentive because they were doing really great work. And so we all went. And it was me and one other lady of color. And when they did my makeup, they did what Chinese people think is great. So like, luckily I had a foundation, but the rest looked like it looked like kabuki, and that's in Japan. So imagine they mixed it up and had me looking real chalky like.
Oh my!
So when my pictures came back, they asked me if I wanted to lighten up, like, because you know they believe in that porcelain look, and I was like, no, I love the color that I am, and I got my pictures back, and I look like the whitest of the white. So I would go with that as like my story, because my eyebrows were super dark, my face was super white, and I didn't even know myself. But I bought my pictures because why not?
Oh Lord. Okay, well, let me finish up on your eyeshadow, and then we'll talk about some more stuff. before we transition from makeup, do you have any like makeup questions for me? Close your eyes. I'm gonna spray your face.
You know, I love a spray. It makes me wake up. It makes me feel like I did something and I didn't. I love a spray.
Oh goodness.
I actually have this hydrating spray that I never use. So maybe I should use that one day.
Yeah.
It's like a vitamin E. And it just like feels like morning.
Okay.
So when I'm sleeping, I'll be like, it wakes me up. Okay, so I do have a question.
Yes.
So if you like want to put on makeup, but you don't, like you want to have a made face without the procedure, is there like an easy
Without the procedure, you like, are you saying
or
more,
maybe like the pump and circumstance? Like I just want, I mean,
so you want like a 5-minute face that looks finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a fancy 5 minutes.
A fancy 5 minutes.
So maybe it's 6. 6 or 7. I don't know.
Where's my brush? She's like, a 6 or something close to it. Well, the answer to that is yes, there is. You can look up for me. There's definitely a 5-minute, I call it a 5-minute face, where you can focus on doing like either a quick foundation, and foundation can be literally like BB cream, CC cream, or something like that, or just a liquid or powder, whatever foundation you want to use. A mascara. I always say at least do your brows. Do your brows, mascara and or eyeliner if you feel like you got the time. Do some type of foundation, either a powder or something like that, a blush and a lip. And you get you out the
That sounds like a whole lot of stuff.
It's not.
So how? Oh, okay, let me think about this one.
And it can literally be done in 5 minutes. As a matter of fact, what I'll do, I will make a special video just for you.
Yay! Call it a fancy 5, baby.
A fancy 5. I will do a fancy 5 video just for you
That will really save my life.
to show you. No. I'm lying. Yeah, so I will do a fancy 5 video just for you to show you how to do a quick little 5-minute face. So you can get out the door, for lack of a better word.
I mean, yes, I was playing in makeup for a while and I had a really good foundation that back in the day I would never be able to have a good foundation because nothing matched my color. But now the world has opened up enough to where colors, I don't need like 2 to make 1. So I actually can put on a foundation that matches me and not feel like a monster. So I thought I was cute, but then I was like, this is boring. All I had was my really nice foundation and mascara and a little lip. Like that was it. Cause who is it? I think it's Revlon. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. But somebody has a color stay lip.
Revlon.
Okay, boom. And it comes in the tube that's like a long rectangle. And it is my favorite. Every single one of those, I don't even care. My favorite color right now is Amazon. Cause it's like a burnt orange. And I'm always looking for a nude. And you know, nudes cannot be nude.
So, like I said, I will make a video for you. As a matter of fact, I'll put that video with this video.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so that's just
combo.
Exactly. Combo. So, tell us about Modify. Open your eyes.
I would blink forever.
I know.
Modify is my new, well, it's not so new, crazily enough. I've actually been a freelance editor for about 4.5 years. And I decided that I needed to stop allowing word of mouth to drive my business. And I created its website. I did a little Instagram for it at modify.editing.
On the screen.
And I just really, okay, so I get annoyed by misspelling, poor grammar. I'm gonna let you live with commas, but like, you know, you can really make or break your business if you use the wrong version of their, your, you know, like those are things that we should know from our lower school education that people don't think are important until you're trying to get your point across. And nobody believes you or thinks of you as, you know, a reputable company or a business just by those little things that, you know, can take someone's eye, or at least my eye. So I want everybody to be able to like flourish. And I mean, of course, people are still going to get business. Who cares about those little things? But when you dig deep into like professionalism, that's something that I think should be considered top tier. So Modify is not only for small businesses, not only for, you know, the person who needs their graduate essay reviewed, but I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of the projects that I've done read books. And many of them have gone on to be like bestsellers on Amazon, which is pretty dope. So I love it. And it's just been really great. I've done a couple of devotionals that I loved. I even personally bought them because the authors did a really great job in expressing the content. And so one of them, the most recent one, is the ABCs to Leadership. And that one is specifically geared towards people who may not necessarily know God or know spirituality, but it brings spirituality into your leadership and says the key takeaways and things that you can do to be a good leader. And it's written by a principal. So it's just a really, really great resource for like a 30-day devotional. The other one, another one, I say the other, girl, there's several, but
say all of them.
Another one that I did was with Heart to Heart Ministries. And it is just divine. Like I feel like when people put their soul in stuff, you can feel it. And these authors did a really great job of executing the vision that they had, and you know, making life a heart matter is what Heart to Heart Ministries is all about, and it's just beautiful. So look them up on Amazon, folks, because they're there.
Awesome. Well, we'll make sure we put the links for all of those products in the description. Let's get this foundation blended. Your favorite word.
Blend away.
Let's say get you blended real good, and we'll talk a little bit more about Modify. Okay. So you already kind of explained why you started it. Is there anything you want to expound on why you decided to start Modify?
It was one of those things where your skills turn into your side hustle, and I felt like monopolizing on the skill that I already have without having to do too much extra was something that I needed. And also like just adding to my travel fund. Like if I'm very honest about it, I love flights, planes, and trains and all that.
That's like anything that take you somewhere else.
Yeah, you know, and I consider that part of my self-care. And so for me it's like, and as an editor, like I don't just change words. I don't just, you know, cross out red pen. I provide questions. I also do developmental editing. So if somebody has an idea that they want to get started, I help them cultivate their idea and move forward with it. I also look really into, I can take like anything that is written and kind of look at it to make sure that you get the impact for your company or your audience. So whatever that looks like for you, whether it's essay, a website, a contract for your business, or just even marketing materials. Like I can look at it and get you the desired result that you have, because I think editing is more about not just about the words, but about like how it's presented and you know what you want your desired outcome to be. So I try to provide that to all of my clients. It is a collaborative effort, but I definitely love the work, and it comes from a very genuine place of I want you to get the best out of Modify and for you to get the best out of your words and your desires for your companies or projects.
Very fancy, very fancy. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to continue my beat. You're doing so well at answering these questions. It's like, okay, let me blend a little bit, maybe. But you're doing great. Okay, look up for me. I know you're a blinker.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm glad I'm not crying, girl. Something happened to my allergies. I guess they disappeared for today. You probably laugh. Because normally we would be running in the River Jordan.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's get you. We're actually almost done. We're keeping it nice and neutral. She doesn't know what I'm doing.
I was about to say, I don't know. I could be looking like a Bratz doll. They do have really fierce makeup.
They do. Look up and look over that way. What do you hope that people will gain from Modify? Although, again, you've pretty much covered a lot of this stuff. So what do you hope they gain? And then also, like, where do you want to see the company going? Or where do you see yourself heading? Like you said, I know you like travel, and there's been periods of life where you left me, but I'm not taking that personal. However, if there's other things or where you see Modify headed, or where you see your career and or passions headed that you want to share with us.
Yeah, Modify, like the Instagram, I want that to be a place where people can get like better tips for their site, as well as like the little things that I do, like proofreading and line by line editing, all the different types of editing, but as well as like kind of making it a little fun. So, because Instagram is chock full of errors.
Yes.
So, looking at those and just like, not exploiting them, but showing people where these mistakes come from or where they live and how it looks when you make those silly mistakes. So just trying to make something fun, but also drawing people in and teaching people along the way, because I'm always going to be an educator. So giving a little lesson as people experience it, see what happens. But yeah, I want to like be my own boss.
Okay.
And if Modify isn't the only thing that I become my own boss with, I'm really passionate about advocating for families and students of special populations. So like English as a second language, or students with disabilities, or just anyone who hasn't gotten their just due, but mainly students of special populations. So I really want to move into advocacy work for them and like parent education and just giving parents the tools they need, because right now parents don't know what they do. No offense to parents out there, but like I know y'all would agree, like virtual is not what you thought it would be, and you also didn't expect to be your child's teacher if you weren't already a teacher. So trying to give parents an idea of how to educate their kids in a fun way, so that it doesn't cross the line of like militant, you always want me to do work, and it blurs your relationship of like being a parent that's a fun parent that's loving on their kids to like the person who's yelling at me because I didn't do my homework. But this virtual life is not going anywhere.
Not at all.
So knowing that school is not going to look the same for the coming years, I'd like to be able to provide families with tools for their kids' success.
Sounds great. Well, let me finish up the beat.
I love it.
Okay, put your face relax.
I'm so excited.
Gotta have the blush.
You know, my grandma used to use lipstick
For blush?
for blood.
Yeah.
And I would be like, Grandma, that's lipstick. And she goes, girl, it can do what I want it to do. And I'm like,
I mean, that's
all
where it
right,
came from. So,
all right, girl.
so she's not telling the truth. So.
And it's so funny because like I don't remember my grandmother being into makeup, but I guess I just never knew she did. And so as I got older and I would help her get ready for church or whatever the case, and I would watch her put on her makeup, I thought it was the cutest thing because she had all these little things that she would do and like make fish lips.
Yeah,
and-
I was like, her whole routine.
She did, and I just thought it was so cute because I never thought about her and makeup.
Yeah. She had a whole routine. You ain't know.
I ain't know. I thought she was always flawless just because it was the kiss of God.
Hey.
You know.
She woke up like that. For real.
That is a pamphlet.
It is. It's like, look my shoulders. Okay,
Clear.
look up and look over that way.
I love it. I hope it never. Or can you like?
Yeah, it's individual.
Yeah,
I can say I built it.
that's genius. I can definitely.
Oh, this is funny. Funny. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank God, 'cause you didn't need that out.
No, you
come back again.
Oh, you just looked at it. Oh, this is funny.
That part, she be-
say this, and I'm gonna have to send old girl a message. Be like, look, I charge you technique because that was one of the techniques. Because I would always tell people to look up, and she would tell them like look away from what I'm doing, and she was able to go in there like, and I was like,
because it's over by the end.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you fancy? Like, how you figure that out?
I did. I was waiting on it. Like, what you gonna do? A kick? A ball change?
Not the speed.
Highlight must be really angry with me.
It's like glitter. Alright, so while I'm highlighting, you want to plug Modify again, tell people where to follow you. We're going to have a link on the screen, but for some people who want to just hear.
Yes, please see my beautiful website that was really love was poured into that thing. And it is modify.org, modifeye.org for all your editing needs. As well as our Instagram, which is modify, spelled the same way, .editing. And you can follow us there. And it is hopefully worth your while. If not, I hope you learned a little something about using the
I said where to put the I, where to put the E.
And how to use the past tense, honey. That was the first thing I put down because some of y'all don't realize ED is actually part of the word. Like you have to remember. You have to remember the past is there. We can't speak in all present tense, so we gotta work on that. You can't say I lost this. No, you did not. Lost is present.
So it's lost in?
Oh, yeah. And actually, that's a really bad example. Lost ends with a T. But, the difference between lost and loose is a big deal. Hello, people.
Oh, yes.
Loose has 2 O's. Lost has 1. So don't tell me that you loose your change. You loose it? Like you let it go out your hand? Or did you lose it?
Help them on today.
I loosed my luggage. No, you didn't. You lost it. It was a loss. Okay? L-O-S-S. I'm sorry for your loss. L-O-S-S, not L-O-O-S-E. I'm not sorry for your loose, and I'm not sorry for your lost.
Well, I'm sorry, you are loose.
There you go. You loose with the O. Man, it burns my britches, But that's just me. You see the passion. You wouldn't have known I was a math teacher. You wouldn't know. Not the way I feel about proper grammar and spelling. You know why? I think that's because when I was a young girl in the 4th grade, a young Cameron told me that black people couldn't spell.
Oh no.
So I guess that is my mission to make sure that all black people can spell. Everybody. Oh,
you did a letter.
You subtract the letter and an E-T. Subtract the letter and an I-E-D.
All of it.
Girl, Cameron, if you're out there, you did something for the world because it is my mission to make sure our people, any people, all people, can spell. Because Cameron tried to make it a color thing, and I was so mad at Cameron. You know how mad I was? So mad that I beat him.
Oh my!
I didn't fight him, but I beat him. In the in-class spelling bee, the one you got to do before you get to the mid one.
That's like where you can get to the next level.
Listen, not nary one of us made it to the next level, but I beat him. And that talking about you probably somebody's daddy somewhere.
Girl.
I bet your child. Never mind.
Stop.
I'm taking it back. Your kid can spell because anybody can spell if they practice. That's the message for the morning. Oh man, you know what? That makes me want to look camera up. Let me see these burgers. For me to say like people can spell if somebody can burgers is really funny. Like, how dare you? You're the authority of booger eaters, and you are talking about what black people can't do. That's why you got beat. Oh, gosh.
I see. Oh man.
Okay, hold on. Okay. She's back. Okay, sorry. I'm ready. I'm so excited.
No, you're good. All right. So again, if this is your first time ever watching a FAB Talk, the way the FAB Talk works is she sits in my chair. I do what I do. She doesn't know. She doesn't have really any say so. Although this time I did ask her if she wanted more neutral or more glam. I think I did like Nam. So we make it up words, modify. So I did a little neutral, little glam, and so now she gets to see the big reveal, and she has to be honest with me and be like, okay, I don't like it. I mean, she doesn't like it; she just don't like it. But I'll take that into consideration for future bookings. Anyway, so this is the big reveal.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! I can't wait. I really am. Oh, I can't look yet.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Shut up. Girl, look at this lip. It looks like my eyelashes grew.
Your eyelashes are long.
I know, but like, they look like. I'm a fan. She cute. This is not neutral, but I see why it's a Nam.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's Nam. You know.
This is that fancy. This is not a fancy 5 minute. This is not a 6 minute.
No, this is not a fancy 5 minute.
I couldn't do this by myself. But I think I like this eye better than this eye.
Okay.
But this is my lazy eye, so she don't act right anyway. These eyebrows, I've never seen them before. I'm kind of liking that. I have to get into it. I'm not used to my face doing this. Girl, I like it a lot. I really do. And I think I like these colors.
Yeah.
Because they're not crazy, and I don't feel like...
It's literally like some browns, and the only thing that's making it look a little bit more nighttime friendly
Is this eye.
is the smokiness that I put around the eyes. side. But if I would, before I put that on there, it was very neutral. But I was like, I need.
That's what you needed.
Mm-hmm, you know. So.
I like it. I really do. I can guarantee I would never be able to recreate it. But I'm really digging it, and I really like this lip color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan. Thanks, Chloe. This is so good. I mean, you thought I ain't going for, but
yes.
I like it.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then of course, Kristin is also responsible. Hold on.
Oh my mercy.
Let me see if this is still recording. How much time we got? Okay, we got like a whole 2 minutes. Anyway, so little sidebar. Kristin is like, I call her mom because she literally like started taking care of me at some point in my life and never stopped. Kristin is also responsible for the reason I have
a whole husband.
You know, a whole husband.
Oh my god. So crazy.
Kristin was my maid of honor in my wedding, and she fought off the dinosaurs for me.
I will fight, okay? I will.
She fought off dinosaurs at the reception. So if you were at my wedding, you understand what that joke is. And if you weren't there, then maybe when we do like a 5-year trip, you can come and we might have dinosaurs to fight again. So anyway, any final words?
So funny. I am so grateful. Thank you, Chloe. This is amazing. Thank you. I look like an adult, you know, and I appreciate it because my baby face has been baby forever. So I'm so grateful for this. Thank you, girl. This is good.
It's good.
I'm like really surprised.
Yeah.
I seriously haven't seen these eyebrows before. Thank you, girl. This is great. And it was really fun.
Good.
Girl, I just, my little fro is doing her thing. I just can't believe it, Chloe. I can't stop looking at myself.
It looks good.
Like, who is she? And now I don't have nowhere to go.
I'm sorry.
I mean, look at my cheek. Girl, my cheek is jazzy. Girl, you might have to start walking around Target today, girl.